Have you ever thought, if money makes the world go round, why don't governments just print more of it? At first glance, it sounds like a simple solution. More money equals more spending, more wealth, more prosperity. But as we'll explore today on Explain Wise 91, printing more money without caution can cause massive economic problems, sometimes catastrophic ones. Money is more than paper. It's trust. It's a promise between you, your neighbor, your bank, and your government that this piece of paper or these numbers in your account represent something of value. If that trust is broken, money can become nearly worthless overnight. By the end of this video, you'll understand what happens when governments print money recklessly, how inflation really works, why central banks exist, and how history is full of lessons about money printing gone wrong. Let's start by understanding what money really is and why printing it is not the simple solution it seems to be. Section 1. What is money? Before we talk about printing money, we need to understand what money actually is. Money is not just paper or coins, it's a medium of exchange. It's a tool that allows people to trade goods and services efficiently. Think about bartering. In ancient times, people traded goods directly. A farmer would trade wheat for a pot. This worked, but was inefficient. What if the pot maker didn't want wheat? That's where money came in, a universal medium of exchange. Money has three main functions. Medium of exchange, you use it to buy things. Store of value, you can save it and use it later. Unit of account, prices are expressed in terms of money. For money to work, people must trust its value. This is why governments and central banks are careful about printing money. If they print too much too quickly, that trust collapses. Example, imagine everyone in your town suddenly receives 100,000 units of your local currency. Initially, people feel rich, but soon prices rise because there's more money chasing the same amount of goods. That wealth quickly disappears. Money is essentially a social contract. Break that contract, and chaos follows. Section 2. Inflation. Now let's talk about inflation, one of the most important concepts in understanding why we can't just print more money. Inflation happens when prices rise because money loses value. To understand this, imagine this simple analogy. You have a glass of water representing the economy's supply of goods. If you add sugar, representing money, too much sugar makes the water overly sweet. The flavor value of each unit of water, money, drops. When governments print money without increasing production of goods and services, the supply of money increases faster than the supply of goods. Prices go up. Hyperinflation, in extreme cases, printing money can lead to hyperinflation, where prices skyrocket daily or even hourly. Money becomes almost useless. People may carry wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy bread. Historical examples. Weimar Germany, 1920s. Germany printed money to pay reparations. Prices doubled almost daily. People used money for fuel or wallpaper because it was cheaper than buying paper. Zimbabwe, 2000s. The government printed money to cover debts. Inflation reached millions of percent per year. Money became worthless. People relied on barter and foreign currency. Even moderate inflation erodes savings and purchasing power. This is why printing money is not a simple solution. It's a dangerous one. Section 3. How governments try to solve problems with money. When governments face debt or economic slowdowns, printing money can look tempting. We'll print more money, pay off our debts, and stimulate growth. But here's why this rarely works. Debt devaluation. Printing money doesn't erase debts, it devalues the currency. Creditors demand more money to compensate for lost value. Inflation risk. Printing money without backing and production leads directly to inflation. Economic instability. People lose trust in the currency, savings are wiped out, and investments stall. Central banks exist to manage this delicate balance. They decide when, how much, and in what way to inject money into the economy to avoid disasters like the ones we just mentioned. Section 4. How money is actually created. Many people think money is created when the government prints physical cash. In reality, most money today is digital. Banks create money when they lend. You deposit $100, the bank can lend $90, and suddenly there's $190 circulating. Central banks create money through quantitative easing. They buy assets like government bonds, injecting money into the economy. It's not the paper money you see, but the total money supply that affects inflation and value. Section 5. Modern Monetary Theory. Modern monetary theory, MMT, suggests countries controlling their own currency can print money to fund spending, even without tax revenue. The theory has limits. Printing money still risks inflation. The economy can only absorb so much money. Trust in the currency is essential. Even MMT proponents admit that unlimited money printing is dangerous. It's all about scale, timing, and economic capacity. Section 6. Real-world examples expanded. Let's dive deeper into historical examples. 1. Weimar Germany. After World War I, Germany printed money to pay reparations. Prices doubled almost daily, people's savings vanished, and the economy collapsed. 2. Zimbabwe. Inflation reached millions of percent per year. Cash was worthless. People relied on barter and foreign currency. 3. Venezuela. Years of money printing and poor economic policies led to hyperinflation. Prices doubled every few weeks, and the currency lost its usefulness. 4. United States 2020 to 2021. The U.S. printed trillions during COVID. Hyperinflation didn't occur, but prices rose significantly, showing how carefully money must be managed. Section 7. The role of central banks. Central banks are the guardians of money. They control interest rates, manage money supply, monitor inflation, act as lenders of last resort. Without them, uncontrolled money printing could destroy economies. They are the brakes and steering wheel for the economy. Section 8. Alternatives to printing money. If printing money is dangerous, what can governments do? Fiscal policy, adjust spending and taxation carefully. Monetary policy, interest rate changes, bank lending regulation. Structural reforms, invest in industries, technology, and education. These methods are slower but safer. They grow the economy without risking currency collapse. Section 9. Summary and key takeaways. Money is trust. Printing money devalues currency. Inflation and hyperinflation are real risks. Central banks manage stability. History is full of lessons. Printing money may seem easy, but the consequences can be catastrophic. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new about money, inflation, and why printing cash isn't a simple solution, hit like and subscribe to Explain Wise 91. Remember, money isn't just paper, it's trust, and trust is fragile. Stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.